My name's Jack O'Brien. I'm an artist working within the realms of installation, painting, sculpture, and kind of expanded assemblage. My work seeks to explore how queerness moves alongside late capitalism. So I'm kind of exploring the material codes of the capitalist state and also these objects within it. I also explore my own personal desires and expanded desires. This might be through how I approach gesture and materiality, and also states of abstraction. The title, The Reward, for me it was really interesting because it's such an evocative word. It kind of suggests the tantalizing nature of a kind of anticipated endpoint or a goal, and the kind of inherent nature of being in a state of desiring it or wanting it, basically. There's a reason that I've turned quite often to sometimes quite harsh or quite closed or impenetrable materials, such as a use of metal or glass. They feel like the materials that frame our lived experience of being in the city, basically, and they feel coded within that. So when I kind of think about these material codes, I think about a state of dominance or intensity. If I was wandering around the financial districts of London, you're reflected in the facades of the city, but you're still seen from within them, or from within the security structures that these buildings implement. I'm also really interested in these minute interactions between objects. So one of the sculptures uses this silver cutlery. There's a really amazing tension that's made when you kind of force them together, and I love this something so simple that can be invested with such a kind of charged, energized point of contact. Since being the recipient of the Camden Arts Centre Emerging Artist Prize at Frieze, I've managed to work at such a huge, monumentous scale. The height of the staircases are suspended in relation to the installation on the Victorian panelled windows of the space. There's a line that's left through that I kind of see as this almost horizon. The central kind of aperture of the staircase is directly correlating to the center of that horizon line. So everything in the show starts to interconnect with one another. Window piece is called Follow. It's a series of individually cut, frosted, industrial panels of PVC plastic. They are all held up by suction cups, which are kind of centered within those panels. I see this motif and this point within the panel as an extension of how I've been thinking about the use of the balls and even some of the trumpets in some of the other works. I was keen to contain all of the scaffolding and skeleton of the staircase and the balls within the work under the ceiling of the stockinette fabric. You'll notice small rips or tears or moments within the work where you can kind of see the action of pulling it over the whole piece. I'm really interested in the ephemeral gestures that make up the piece. So you can see as the fabric starts to pool on the floor, you can see the dust and detritus of the space, and even moments of the install that have kind of found its way within the work. There's a fluidity and movement within the piece that I've been really captivated by. You'll have moments where the fabric or the balls or the metal start to kind of have this rhythm or sense of overlapping melody to it.